Hi guys, this video is about what is expected from a student in CA final strategic cost management and performance evaluation paper. A lot of students have doubts whether this is a theory paper or a practical paper. So I will be answering all of those questions, and also this video covers an analysis of the previous 4 question papers, the topic wise weightage basically of the 4 papers. Now understand guys that there are different level of skill sets required at different levels of this course. At CA foundation level, it was all about merely computation part of different concepts that we have learned. But slowly when you reach CA final, it is not just about computing the end result. It is about your ability to interpret that value, your ability to analyze different alternatives, give recommendations, give suggestions. That is how your syllabus is designed at CA final level also. Now let us take a simple example of variances. We have had standard costing at IPCC level also, and we are doing standard costing at CA final level also. At IPCC level, it was merely about computing the end variance. But at CA final level, if you have a material price adverse variance, you should know why did the material price variance is adverse. Is it because of the mistake of purchase manager, or did the market prices increase, or was there a lack of planning but the standards not set properly? And then if you have other adverse variances, you should know, is it because of the mistake of the laborer? Is it because there were any storage losses? Is it because the equipments are not good? So it is about interpreting, is there any dependence between variances? Are the variances related to each other? What can be done to target those variances? So the skill set basically required at CA final level is different from the skill set required at CA IPCC level. Now your ICAI basically divides your skill sets into 3 categories. The first category is knowledge and comprehension. The second category is application and analysis. Third category is evaluation. When we talk about knowledge and comprehension, it is about merely knowing what are all the different concepts covered in your syllabus. Say we have just in time, we have Six Sigma, we have all the types of variances, we have performance measurement and evaluation. Will you be able to define them? Will you be able to differentiate between different concepts? Will you be able to give examples? Will you be able to list down the prerequisites, advantages, disadvantages? All of that covers under knowledge and comprehension. Now institute places only a 10 to 15% weightage on knowledge and comprehension, which means this can be purely theory part, but this will not fetch more than 10 to 15 marks in the examination. This will not fetch more than 10 to 15 marks in the examination. If you take November 2019 paper also, the wordings like list down the advantages or state what is this fetched only around 15 marks. The second category of skill set and the third category of skill set is something that is very, very important at CA final SCM level. The second skill set basically covers your ability to apply different concepts that you have learned in the entire syllabus. Are you able to apply them to calculate certain requirements, to reconcile, to tabulate information, to prepare your report? Will you be able to analyze that information? Will you be able to interpret the values? Do you know the reasoning behind inclusions or non-inclusions of different items? Will you be able to compare alternatives? That comes under application and analysis. Now a 45 to 55% weightage has been placed on application and analysis. Remember, this will include both computations as well as your suggestions, your analysis of the information that has been considered. Third part is evaluation. Now evaluation basically comes into picture when there are multiple alternatives. You are evaluating those alternatives and then you are making a recommendation to the management or whatever is the requirement. Based on that, you are making your recommendation. You are advising them of the different alternatives. This basically will end with your conclusion, with your opinion on it. Now let it be evaluation or let it be analysis. Majorly both of them will involve computations. It is not that you're only writing comment part. But what happens here, this is the main area where students end up losing marks. While practicing questions during their preparation time, they think that they have to concentrate only on the computation part. They ignore the comments part, they ignore the analysis part. I am not telling you that you will not be able to analyze information, but then remember, it is not just about knowing what can be the analysis, what can be the recommendation. You should also master the art of presenting it properly in the examination. For that, it is very much required that you should go through the comments part, you should go through the analysis part during your preparation also. and not just one day before the examination. Guys, remember, it is very, very important that you place equal amount of importance on both computations as well as the analysis part. Now, if you look at all the previous question papers, approximately 60% would be the computation part and 40% weightage has been given to the comments part, to your advice, to your opinions on it, which means it is very, very important and you cannot neglect it. If you want to score that 80 plus in the examination, 85 plus, 90 plus in the examination, you will have to give a lot of importance to the other part also. But then remember, this is something that you do not have to mug up. You already know all of this. You should just master the art of presenting it properly, as I said before. That is what is more important here. So I hope you've understood what is expected out of a student in the examination. Remember, there are very few theory concepts, very, very few, which are pure theoretical concepts. There are other parts which will involve your comments, your analysis. But then if you look at chapters like performance measurement, budgetary control, few concepts of innovation, lean system, you will have few theory concepts here and there. But it is not like the entire paper is theoretical. It still has computation part 60% and it will have your comments and other parts for 40%. So that is about the skill set required in the examination. Let us, if you look at the most common requirements in the examination, you'll always see that the questions start with the words evaluate, advise, calculate, interpret. This is basically because of the different skill sets that is expected out of a student. Now, talking about your syllabus of SCMNP, you know that the name of this paper is Strategic Cost Management and Performance Evaluation, which means strategic cost management is one part, performance evaluation is other part. Now, broadly guys, broadly speaking, if strategic cost management comes for 50 marks, performance evaluation, that is the second part, should come for 75 marks, including the choice question of course. And if performance evaluation comes for 75 marks, then if performance evaluation comes for 50 marks, then strategic cost management should come for 75 marks. This is how normally it should be, though there were attempts, 1 or 2 attempts as such guys, where the weightage was quietly absurd. Let's say May 2019, you've seen that strategic cost management came for 90 marks, while the other part, performance evaluation, came only for 30 marks. But be rest assured that normally it would be 50-70, 50 marks of one part, 70 marks of the other part. Now, strategic cost management in turn is divided into two parts. You have strategic cost management, which includes topics like introduction to strategic cost management, modern business environment, lean system and innovation, cost management techniques, specific sector cost management, and decision making is the other part, which will include pricing decisions and decision making part. Likewise, your performance measurement has two parts, performance measurement and evaluation, that is one part, and the other part is control, which includes standard costing and budgetary control. ये देखो बेटा, this is a list of the topics. So you have strategic cost management, strategic decision making, performance evaluation and reporting, managerial control. You must all be knowing about the division of these things, but you should know that it is 50-70 or 70-50. That is what you will have to basically remember as far as the weightage is concerned. Now, this sheet here covers a marking of questions asked from different topics in all the last 4 question papers. This document is also available for download. You will see the link of this as a part of the description of this video. But what I'm trying to tell you here guys is that the weightages have been fluctuating a lot. Just if you look at a topic like pricing decisions, it came for 40 marks in one attempt, and then in the other attempt it came for 0 marks. Then there was a topic cost management techniques that came for 40 marks in one attempt, but only for 14 marks in the other attempt. But these are the initial attempts. I still believe that the weightages will be streamlined in the coming attempts. So go by that principle, 50-70. Internally again, they will divide the markings between the 2 subheads under each category. Also guys, a lot of students have queries about case study. How much content are we supposed to write as a part of case study? First, most important thing is, do not attempt case study in the beginning. There is no point in attempting case study in the beginning because you do not know how much time will a case study take. So let us push case study towards the end. Also, while you attempt a case study, always have the habit of reading the requirement first. You should know what is expected out of you. The minute you read the requirement, remember, the minute you read the requirement as such guys, you should be knowing what concepts are being tested in the examination. Guys. So you try to recollect all of those points. That is now your knowledge and comprehension part. So once you know what is expected out of you, then start reading the question. Once you read the question, start relating the information to different side headings. Remember, a case study will never have a lot of computation part. Even if there are numericals given in the question, the computation part would be really less. this. This is where students go wrong. The minute they see computations in the question, numericals in the question, they think a lot of importance is being given to computation. Incorrect. A lot of importance is given to your analysis part, to your evaluation part. Remember, that is what is more important for a case study. So there is no hard and fast rule that a case study should be attempted in 6 sites or 8 sites. It will all depend upon the information given in the question. But remember, they will place a higher value on the quality of that information, not the quantity of information. So it is not about you attempting 8 sites or 10 sites on it. Ensure that you're covering all the main points that are required. So simple procedure: read the requirement first, try recollecting whatever you've learned in relation to that, what are the side headings, then go to the question and start relating each piece of information to those side headings, and then see if there are any minute calculations required for your decision, for your recommendation. That is how you attempt it. So that's it, guys. All the very best. If you still have any questions, if you still have any queries, feel free to write a message to us. You can comment on this video. Yeah, and also guys, remember, there's another video, 1.5 day revision, which has been uploaded on our channel. Now that 1.5 day revision covers the importance of different concepts under each topic. So if you want to know topic wise important topics, you can always refer to that video. The link of that video, guys, is also provided as a part of description of this video. Though the title of the other video is 1.5 day revision, you can still go through that video even before you start your preparation, to plan your preparation, to know the relative importance of each topics. And also we would be conducting mock exams in SFM and SCM. The question papers of that will be shared in our Telegram group. The link of the Telegram group will also be provided as a part of the description of this video. Thank you guys. All the very best.